many wonderful memories of Christmas. I remember being a little girl in Trinidad and watching my grandmother soaking fruit and putting rum and whiskey and all of that, sherry and all of that, and making her what we call in the West Indies black cake, which is a dark, very dark fruit cake. Oh, I remember just waking up and so excited about what was under the Christmas tree and listening to the Christmas music. But the memory that really stands out to me was the Christmas that my mother was expecting company for dinner, my mother and father, and she had braided our hair so beautifully the night before. And me and my two sisters, we were very young, were in the bathtub taking a bath, and I decided what a great idea to play submarine. And we dunked our heads under the water, our newly freshly braided and washed hair. Well, needless to say, it wasn't a very good Christmas Eve. We got a spanking, and I think I probably got the most because I was the ringleader. That's my Christmas memory.
So I remember one particular Christmas where my brother and I really wanted a Nintendo 64, and we got to choose between one of two games, GoldenEye 007 or Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And Christmas Day came, and we got our N64, and then we got GoldenEye, and it was a great Christmas. And then my dad pulled out a surprise present, and it was Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I just started screaming, and then I wouldn't stop screaming. And then eventually my dad had to say, "All right, Craig, you got to stop." It was a great Christmas.
So I have a pretty small family, and when I was a kid, my aunt who plays the piano would always encourage my one cousin and I to sort of gather around and sing because it made the rest of my family so happy. And I used to enjoy it when I was super little, and then I just resented it through most of my teens and felt like I was being put on display, and it was pretty uncomfortable. And then at some point when I was about 16 or so, we were singing some show tune around the piano, and I glanced over and just saw my grandmother just crying and looked so happy and moved by her family, and that was a real turning point for me in growing up, and it's a great Christmas memory.